Hello and welcome back to the Power Surge Method channel, and today we're going to be doing a shoulder and spinal mobility routine. For today's workout you will need a yoga block or a foam roller. If you don't have either of those, you can roll up a shower towel and just use that, or you can use a couch or a box jump, plyo box, something like that. You also need a mobility stick or a broomstick, which will help you to get into some of these stretches as well. So just find a comfortable position and we'll begin with some acupressure points and breathing as well. So let's get into it. All right, begin with breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, deep into the belly and into the ribs. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out, while massaging through the sternum, along the bony part of your chest. Might feel a little bit tender. This opens up diaphragmatic breathing. Three, two, and one. Your fingers underneath the ribs, just trying to relax, get past your six pack. Keep consciously breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Find different spots along the ribs. This also activates your diaphragm to open up that breathing. And then middle finger and index finger in the meaty part of your jaw, just massaging just by the corner of the jaw. Same thing, just keep massaging. This releases the muscles that normally get tight when you clench the jaw while sleeping or eating, or get stressed out. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Just to warm up the core and to open up through our shoulders and hips, we're gonna lie down and perform dead bug for 12 repetitions. Your right arm into the left knee, simultaneously bringing opposite arm, opposite leg to the floor. Make sure that lower back stays on the ground and extend your arm and leg back to the point where you can touch the floor with the back of the hand and the heel without lifting that lower back, and switch. Left arm into the right knee, moving the left leg and right arm simultaneously, opening through the shoulder and hip. Make sure you push into that knee constantly. Two. And 1. Beautiful. And then similarly, coming down into your palms and knees, keeping the ribs down, and then without using your lower back, just extend through the hip and shoulder and feel the end ranges. Make sure that you're not using your lower back. And time. Very good. So now that we've warmed up our core, we're gonna move through our shoulders, control the articular rotations through both hands, create tension through the fists, and then just move your hands up and rotate as far back as you can internally to the lower back. Feel the end ranges every time you rotate. Keeping the elbows nice and straight if you can. Last one, keeping your biceps forward, rotate to the back, and time. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna segment through the spine, starting with a segmented cat-cow. So keeping your hands in line with the shoulders, hips in line with the knees, and then start to move your pelvis, tucking the tailbone up, moving one vertebrae at a time into the middle, into the thoracic, and into the cervical spine. And then tucking the chin in, moving one vertebrae at a time. Segmenting each backbone one by one. Round all the way to the bottom, and again arch, starting from the bottom to the middle, to the thoracic, to the spine, at the neck. Beautiful work. Just keep moving mindfully. And change to the seal rocks, starting at the bottom, feet together, hands underneath the shoulders, opening the head up, and then sitting all the way back to the heels and rocking forward. Same thing, trying to rock and segment the spine as you would, lower back, middle, thoracic. Beautiful work, keep moving. Fifteen seconds. Nice work. And then the last one, we're gonna perform up dog, down dog. just change the placement of your feet, either closer or further away from your hands, depending on how tight you feel in your shoulder flexion and your ankles as well. Usually just walk up with my feet and then walk back. Keep focusing on breathing. Bring the awareness back to the nasal breathing. And time. Amazing work. Just bring the awareness back to the breathing, calm that parasympathetic nervous, sort of get into that calming state by focusing on the deep inhalation, deep exhalation through the nose. You will feel so much more calmer. We'll go into dynamic scorpions, so just make sure that your hand goes a little bit higher than the shoulder when you're rotating. So just rotate for 20 reps between the sides, and then we'll hold for 20 seconds. Just rotate into the shoulder, bring the opposite leg towards the back, and then switch to the other side, making sure that the arm is not rotating inward. The bicep is always open towards the floor, opening up through the pec and front shoulder. The second arm is supporting on the floor by pushing into the ground to open up a little bit further each time you rotate. Couple more. And then just focus on holding here and focus on breathing. Just opening through that shoulder. Ten more seconds. And then switch sides. Three, two, one, and then back to the other side. And just bring your second arm up and down for 20 repetitions, focusing on squeezing the shoulder blade back. If you feel your neck working and it's uncomfortable, just place the yoga blocks underneath your head. Three, two, and last one, and change sides. One side might be a little bit more tighter than the other. That's okay. We keep working. We keep chipping away at our mobility gradually. Each week, allowing the body to adapt to passive and active stretching. Three, two, one more, and time. Beautiful work, guys. Just get a drink, loosen yourself up, bring the breathing awareness back to that parasympathetic state by focusing on deep inhalation, deep exhalation, 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. So now we're progressing to extended cat-cow, so dynamic movement, so tucking your pelvis up and then bringing yourself back into that round position. Just make sure that you're keeping the focus on the spine, keeping the knees in line with the hips. Exhale as you round, inhale as you come up. As you're scooping up and arching the back, inhale and then round, exhale. Three, two, and one. Beautiful work. So that's your extended cat-cow. And then now you're going to progress into a T-spine extension, but just using the yoga blocks. You can either put just one underneath your T-spine, either on the side to make it bigger or just flat down, or you can use 2 yoga blocks and just make sure that you focus on that breathing and getting into a position where you can feel the yoga blocks resting on the T-spine, just opening your hands over. If at any time you feel tired in this position or the neck gets a little bit too difficult to hold, then just interlock your fingers, bring yourself into that round position, and then go back in and stretch out again. Keep holding, keep breathing. Interlock your fingers behind the head, just bring yourself gently into that round position, and then just open up a little bit more for 10 more seconds. and gently come out from the stretch. Beautiful work, guys. And just getting into that comfortable position again. You can either sit on the heels or you can get up into that kneel position if you're struggling to sit all the way back into the ankles. So place your hands around the shoulders and then you're just gonna rotate as far as you can for 20 repetitions, focusing on spinal rotation through that upper back. Trying to expand each time, rotate to the side, push beyond the limits. That's how we improve. And sometimes pulling back and sometimes we push further. 4, 3, 2, and one more. And time, beautiful. Grab one of the mobility sticks and you're gonna place your feet slightly wider than the shoulder width, bringing your hands above, and you're just gonna do 20 side bends, pushing to the side as far as you can into the QL and lower back and lats. Again, focus on inhaling as you go down and exhale as you bring yourself back up. Last one. And time, beautiful. Feel those obliques muscles working as well, which is really good for the core. And we go back into the floor and focus on another set of spinal rotations, 20 reps. Beautiful. Shake off your arms, bring the awareness back to the breathing. Make sure you breathe nice and mindful, in through the nose, out through the nose. We go back to the standing side bends for one more set, 20 repetitions, 10 per side. Feet slightly wider than the shoulders. And you kind of like push the stick away up towards the ceiling, elevating through the scap. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, get rid of the stick and focus on 2-minute shoulder extension in a seated position. Your hands are going to be behind you as close as you can. Bend your knees, just open through the shoulder extension, and just keep focusing on pinning your shoulder blades back. At any time you need to go a little bit deeper, you can bend your knees and then push your hips away from your shoulders. Straighten the legs again. Just focus on the breathing. Some people are a little bit more flexible than others naturally, so it is sort of like a blessing because they don't have to work as hard to get into these positions. Whereas I'm naturally tight, so I need to work super hard for these end ranges. So focus on spending a lot of time sitting in the passive, but then using active mobility as well, because that's what's going to keep the ranges of motion long term. You reinforce everything with the movement. If you need to open up a little bit more to get into that position, feel free to move the hips away. Another 15 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Gently bring your arms off to the side, and then using the stick, you've got to open through the shoulders actively. Just pin your shoulders back and down. And again, same thing, try not to move anything apart from your hands behind you, so ribs stay tight and not flaring up. And down, where you grip a little bit closer, and then drive that stick behind you as high as you can. And one more time. Beautiful. So again, you can use actually small plates and feed them through the stick as well. So like 1.25 kg, so 2.5, and then just work on increasing that load to make your body work a little bit harder to get into these positions, okay? We're gonna perform tabletop rocks. So reinforcing that shoulder extension again. Fingers pointing back, shoulder blades back and down, and then open through the hips as high as you can, and then back down. Allows you to really focus on that posterior chain, back muscles, glutes, hip extension. Inverted tabletop rocks is really good. Something we don't do very often. Movement diversity is key. So moving in very different ways. Five. 4, 3, 2, and one more. Beautiful work. And shake off your arms. And from here we're gonna go into a corkscrew rotation, so focusing on thoracic rotation again. So the progressions for this one, you can just start with tucking the hand under, and then you can bring the second arm up if you feel comfortable. So just bring your knees apart, toes together, and you're gonna rest ever so slightly at the back of the head, okay? So as you rotate, the head lightly touches. Use the second arm up to twist, and then change sides. Look up to the ceiling. Get a few cracks through that upper spine. And then if you feel comfortable bringing that second arm up if you want to, or just do the same as we did at the start. I'm definitely getting a few clicks in there. Just a couple more. Time. Very good, guys. So this is it. Hopefully you enjoyed the whole routine. Let me know what you think about the routine down below. Leave some comments as a feedback. I would love to hear what you think, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much, guys. Keep stretching, keep mobilizing. Motion is lotion.